Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a pack with me for a holiday, taking a carry-on bag only. I've done a few of these in the past, they seem to be quite helpful, people seem to quite enjoy them, and I always like filming when I'm packing for a holiday because I'm always very excited to go on holiday. This is the size bag that I'm taking. This is the size bag that I take on all of my trips, so if you want to go and watch my previous videos for some other inspiration for like other kinds of holidays, this is what you will see me packing. On this trip we are going to Geneva in Switzerland and we are going for 4 nights and 4 days. And some of my previous videos have been cold weather city breaks, some have been hot holidays, some have been for longer, some have been for shorter. But for this video we're going to Geneva, it's going to be raining, it's a city break and it's for the 4 days. So the reason that we only take carry-on hand luggage is A, because it makes the ticket price for the flight super cheap. We always fly from Bristol Airport. Bristol Airport goes to lots of destinations in Europe and you can generally find ticket prices for like £20-ish. Up to, I think the most we've ever paid for a flight is about 80 quid per person. And then when you start adding checked baggage on, you can pay anywhere from like £40 up to £100 for checked baggage. So we do not want to be paying that, we want to keep the price as low as possible. But also the reason we like doing it so much is because when you land and when they let you off the plane, you can just take your baggage and you can just go. You can go straight to passport control and then you are free to start enjoying your holiday. There's no need to stand around at the luggage carousel waiting for your bag to arrive. And it has always just worked for us because our trips, the longest we've ever been away for is a week in Europe. And I find that I can fit a week's worth of stuff into this bag. I will leave the link to the bag down below. It's just from Amazon. I think it cost about £12, so it really isn't very expensive at all. And I also think that the airline staff are familiar with these bags in particular because they've never once asked me to step to one side and try and fit it into the sizing compartment thing. You know, when you're queuing up to get let on, you often see people, and I am sorry, I love watching people struggle with this, but they'll pull you out of the queue if they think your bag looks too big, and you see people trying to like ram their bags into these little holding measuring compartment things to see if they'll get let on, and if they don't then you have to pay more money. But with these bags they've just looked at it and I think they recognise it, so they never ask you to try and fit it in. The bag is super thin, it's literally like the thinnest material, so it doesn't take up much room by itself. You can see that I can screw it up into like the tiniest little ball, so the bag itself takes up no space, so everything that you fit in it is the size of like the stuff you're taking. Do you know what I mean? So as I usually do in these videos, I've laid out on my bed all the piles of all the things that I want to be taking with me, and then I've also got what I'm going to be wearing just down here. So I'm going to show you everything that I've got laying out and then I'm going to work on getting it all into my bag. Can I also just say that we are leaving for the airport in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Normally when I pack my bag to go away, I have packed 3 to 4 days in advance. Every other video I've ever filmed, I've packed a few days in advance just to like make sure I've got everything ready. Today we are down to the wire. Kyle's already packed his bag, he's packed before me and it's stressing me out. Okay, so this is the bed with all of my stuff laying out. In here is my makeup and also my makeup brushes. So this is the dry stuff, and I already know some people in the comments might be telling me that I don't have to separate my liquids anymore. I am still not 100% sure whether you need to or not. Just to be on the safe side, I always keep one of these plastic bags with the like the clippy, locky lid sealy thing on it so I can put my liquids in there. To be honest, the last time we went away I don't remember anyone asking us to remove our liquids from our bags, but I like to do it anyway just in case they ask us, but also it will protect the rest of my stuff from spillages just in case anything does leak. So I've got my dry makeup and my makeup brushes in here and I'm going to keep that zipped up so that's ready to go. I'm going to pop this makeup, which is all the wet stuff, in this bag along with some little travel minis that I picked up yesterday. So I went into Superdrug and I got a cleansing balm. I got a salicylic acid cleanser just to remove my makeup at the end of the day. I also got this little mini size moisturiser. I've got a toothpaste this time. I didn't get a toothpaste for my last trip and we ended up just buying a cheap one when we got there, so that was fine. And then this is my UK to Europe travel adapter, which I generally keep with this bag in my drawer when we're not travelling, so just so I know where it is. This can actually go with my chargers. I've also got my makeup wipes, which I'm just going to bung in loose. I don't think they class as a wet thing and I don't think they're at risk of leaking, so that's fine. Then I've got my electric toothbrush and my hairbrush. This is the Devil Wears Prada limited edition Tangle Teaser. She's new, so she's coming with me. I really feel like this is quite huge to take, but I always take my electric toothbrush when I travel. I could probably just do with getting a small manual one. That would probably make my life easier. My passport's there. These are my pants. These are my socks. I've got 5 pairs of pants and 5 pairs of socks just in case. I know we're only away for 4 days, but it's just to be on the safe side. Then this is the bag. And clothing wise, so I have got 1, 2, 3 long sleeve tops in a stony colour, white and black long sleeve tops. And then I've also got a short sleeve t-shirt, which is black. So I've got 4 tops for the 4 days. Then I've got 2 jumpers, one is cream and one is grey, and these are both the And Other Stories relaxed jumpers. We've checked the weather forecast and I will show you it in a minute, but it is abysmal. So I'm gonna need layers and I'm gonna want to be warm, and I also want to wear colours that are like kind of safe in the rain. Bottoms wise, I'm also taking this pair of leggings. These are just black plain high-waisted leggings. They're by Fabletics, they're really good. They're very, very opaque and they're perfectly fine to wear like as trousers. Then this is my handbag that I will be using like out and about in the day when we're away. And what I like to make sure I can do is fit this in my bag just in case they get funny about me having a handbag and my carry-on luggage, because technically I think you're only supposed to have one bag with you when you travel, so I always try and cram this into the main bag. And then I've also picked up this shirt, which is like a satin shirt. It's by Mango, and that is for in the evenings, like when we go out for dinner. I might want to get a little bit smarter, and I also think it would look quite nice underneath one of the jumpers with the collar poking up over the top, but I think it would just look a little bit smarter and also maybe provide me with a little bit more warmth. And then just here I've got my watch charger and my phone charger and the adapters there now with that stuff. And then down here, this is what I'm gonna be wearing to travel in. So I've got my cap, I've got a waterproof lightweight jacket, which is just from Primark. It was in my recent Primark haul video. Underwear, and then I'm gonna wear jeans to travel. I know leggings would probably be a bit comfier to travel in, but with the jeans, just because of their size, they're quite bulky, and the belt as well is easier to just wear them, so I don't have to try and cram them into the bag. And then I'm taking 1 pair of shoes, which are my Doc Marten boots just there. So yes, like I said, we've checked the weather forecast, and that is what we do before we start packing. And anytime I'm packing for a holiday, the first thing I do is check the weather. And we've been keeping an eye on this all week because the weather has not been great, and it is so typical because we're only away for 4 days. And let's just have a quick look at the weather forecast. So we're landing tonight at about 10 o'clock at night, and then we're there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're leaving about lunchtime on Sunday, which is just so typical because it's getting nicer on Sunday after we've left. So yeah, it's gonna rain today, tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. And the weather is saying that it's only gonna reach highs of 11 degrees on Thursday, 10 degrees on Friday, 13 degrees on Saturday, so it's not gonna be warm at all. It's not the end of the world, we're still gonna have a really nice time, and with mine and Kyle's holidays, we do such an awful lot of walking. We literally get up in the morning, go and find somewhere to either sit and have breakfast, or we'll just buy something to take with us. We'll go walking, we'll go exploring, and I picked up the waterproof jacket from Primark knowing it was looking like it was going to rain, so I will have that. And I've also got a hat to protect me from the elements. So I'm just hoping that what I'm taking is going to keep me warm enough, but I'm sure it will. Like, 10 degrees is not freezing. So that's everything. It's all laid out, and now I am going to work on getting it all into this bag. I'm just thinking, have I forgotten anything? Because I normally really don't leave it this late. Tablets. Also just adding my prescription tablets to my toiletry area. Okay, so without further ado, let's get packed because we need to go soon. Alright, so that's brilliant. That is everything in, although I've just literally remembered I normally take a washcloth, like a flannel, with me to help me get rid of my makeup at the end of the day. So I'm just going to grab one out of my bathroom and ram that in the top. So luckily these fold down into nothing and I can just shove him in the top there. Kyle and I are also going to pack some sandwiches to take with us, and I don't mind just crushing those in the top as well. So there is like the tiniest bit of room. And I don't mind a squished sandwich, but that will just save us a bit of money at the airport later on. And then now I'm just going to get my outfit on that I'm going to be travelling in, because I may as well, because we're leaving very shortly. I'm also going to take another jumper that I'm going to wear. So this is the same as the other two jumpers that I've packed, so I know it will fit when it comes time to come back, as long as I'm wearing one of the other ones. But with how cold it's going to be, I'm sure I will be wearing one. And it's also not too warm today in the UK, so I could do with this on my journey to the airport. Then this is my waterproof jacket, which isn't going to provide any like warmth, it's just a layer to keep showers and drizzle off. So I can wear this and it's not going to make me boiling, which is good. So I'll wear that to travel in. And it does pack down really, really tiny. I don't think it looks too bad. I feel like if we're out and about for the day and if we wanted to go to maybe a bit of a smarter restaurant, I don't think it would be the end of the world to turn up in this. Then I've got my hat, which I plan on wearing if the rain starts. And I can pop my hood up like this, and it should keep me as dry as possible. The jacket zips up to here, so I am quite well protected from the elements. It's just a shame that my jeans might get a little bit soggy, but hopefully the rain is not going to be heavy and drenching. Hopefully it's just going to be a few showers. Then I'm going to be wearing my Doc Martens to travel in. These are great. These are like my comfiest shoes, and we're going to be getting a minimum of 20,000 steps per day on this trip. And I also think these are smart enough to go for dinner in, especially where I'm wearing these jeans. You'll only really be able to see the front leather little bit of the shoe, so I think that's okay for more of a smart restaurant. Not too smart, but smartish. Also with the hat for travelling, if I get to the airport and I don't want to actually wear it on my head, I can just attach it to my bag with the little bit at the back, and I'm sure that the airport staff wouldn't have any problem with me transporting it like this. If they really did, I can always take it off the bag and put it on my head. But there we go, that's me packed, and I'm so excited and I literally can't wait. I need to try and eat some lunch now, and then yeah, we've got to leave to get the bus in an hour and a half now, because that took me a little while to organise everything. We've booked to go for dinner tonight at a restaurant that is open until midnight, so we've got that to look forward to when we touch down. And then tomorrow we're going to be there and just explore and get our bearings and find out what's close by. On Friday we're going to take the train over the border into France to Annecy and go to the Venice of the Alps, which should be absolutely beautiful. I'm really hoping the weather doesn't sort of spoil it. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it will still be lovely. And I will be vlogging the trip, which is another thing I need to do. I need to get this camera on charge immediately. But thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and helpful. And if you're planning a trip, that sounds really exciting. I'm really jealous. Let me know where you're going. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you all very soon in the next video, which is probably a travel vlog. Bye!